Ooh, Montgomery. Down to the 2 yard line. Down to the 2 yard line. I don't want that. Your contacts won't be uploaded. Okay. There we go. I just want to chat. But welcome to my Falcons Talk chat, man. My Falcons Talk live stream, NFL playoffs live stream, whatever you want to call it. It's my first live stream. And it's a blessing. Ooh, good defense. Good defense right there by Dean. Good defense. Why are they throwing? They got 2 downs. Uh-oh. Skipper reporting eligible. Can we see it again? Could we see it again? Let me see. Let's see what's going on. See how they do this. Oh, way too high. You got to kick the field goal. You got to kick the field goal right here. You have to. Got to kick the field goal right here. You got to kick the field goal right here. I see my boy Rev Trev in the house.
Man, sorry, I'm just grabbing a sweater.
The pack attack.
Yeah, right?
Oh, man. What's up with you, Rev?
I'm kind of down from our loss, but other than that, God is good.
God's always good, brother. You can always fall back on God.
Right?
I mean, the G can stand for God for the rest of the playoffs, you know.
Right. I like your hat, man. It's awesome.
Oh, man, I appreciate it. Ooh, touchdown, Lions. Touchdown, Lions. Yeah, brother. You know, I've been learning. It's hard to make the playoffs. So every year you got to really cherish a playoff opportunity, you know?
Right.
Look at the Buccaneers. I mean, they won the worst division in football, 9-8, our division, and everybody kind of laughed at them, but they're in this game. It's the third quarter. You know, they're going to be down 7 now, but they have a chance to make the NFC Championship.
Right. Yeah, we were this close, man. Missed a field goal.
Bro, all 49er fans don't irritate me, but there's this one coworker. And I was looking forward to Monday.
Right.
If the Packers held on. I mean, I was looking forward to it, but perhaps that's God showing me, hey, your heart was in the wrong place.
Yeah, I just realized that it really doesn't matter about me.
Yeah.
Like I have a friend who is a huge Detroit Lions fan. Actually, his name is Seventh Letter on YouTube, and he won't wear Detroit Lions jerseys when their team's playing because when he does, they lose.
Oh.
And I said to him, dude, it doesn't matter what you do. It just matters what it has. Our superstitions are so stupid.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Some casual fan or some hardcore fan, and it's like, yeah, he didn't wear the lucky socks today.
He don't wear that jersey.
Right.
The team knows.
Yeah, so I just wear everything because it doesn't matter.
No, yeah. Honestly, I've tried to remove myself emotionally from watching the games now. I guess that's sort of a defense mechanism when your team is so bad. I mean,
yeah.
I would say we've been going in a circle, but it dawned on me, you got to go up and around to make a circle. So my team has flatlined 7-10, 7-10, 7-10, 3 years in a row. Eighth draft pick, eighth draft pick, eighth draft pick. So we are flatlining right now. And you
Oh,
know what happens when you flatline? You know, they got to get out the respirator and breathe some life into you. So
right.
I'm hoping that life comes with a Jim Harbaugh
Yeah, it'd be
or
nice.
or that would be, I mean that's my best
Isn't it
case scenario.
Belichick is coming for a second interview?
Belichick already had his second interview Friday, and then Harbaugh's is scheduled for Tuesday.
So my question is, why would Belichick want to go to Atlanta?
That was my
Because
question too.
because like he doesn't have a great quarterback there unless they're going to draft one. You know what I mean? And is he good with rookie quarterbacks? I guess Brady was a rookie quarterback.
And you know what? I've been thinking about that the last week. Um, they drafted Tom Brady in the fifth round, right?
Mhm.
He wasn't drafted to be the guy. They had Drew Bledsoe, who had a season-ending injury, and then they threw Brady in there.
Mhm.
They weren't expecting Brady to be the best quarterback of all times.
Right?
Like they just they just wanted him to come in and help them not lose games. I mean, and he turns out to be one of the great. I mean, arguably the greatest quarterback of all time.
Okay, so
So
how many people are out there and they're the greatest in their position of all time and never made the NFL? You know what I mean? Like I always I think of March Madness, for example. Okay. Who's the
yeah.
guy from Gonzaga? Timmy?
Oh yeah, yeah, the
Yeah.
big guy.
He never
Yeah.
got drafted. I think
Yep.
he led his school or led some kind of thing in scoring for years and like broke records. And you're like, that guy didn't get drafted? How many guys are sitting there working different jobs right now, ultra talented? I mean, it's crazy to think Tom Brady I think he was a sixth round pick, bro.
Yeah. Look at. I mean, well,
And
it's becoming more debatable now. But Brock Purdy at first, you know, they were like seventh round pick, Mister Relevant. Oh, he's MVP, but he's been showing a little bit of
oh yeah, yeah,
chink in the armor. He
great team, but yeah, you're right. You're right.
um,
Like Brock.
but can Belichick develop a rookie quarterback? I don't know. I haven't seen that, like you said, since Tom Brady. And was it Belichick necessarily, or was it Josh McDaniel? I mean, who do you give that credit to? Um, Matt,
They kind of all work together so interchangeably that I just think it's a team effort.
yeah,
You know, but I
yeah,
guess we're asking that question because Mac Jones is just not produced, and it's like, wow, that would have been a big disappointment, right?
right, right. Um, I asked myself that question: why would Brady or Belichick want to come to the Falcons? Seemingly just to troll us after after ripping the trophy from us in what 2016, 2015. And
Right, I
then
forgot about that.
yeah, and then coming to the Falcons to become the all-time winningest coach and retire. I mean, what kind of irony is that? Like,
That's wild, my friend. That is honestly wild.
so
Even
I
think
think
about that.
I think Arthur Blank just has this like he's enamored with Bill Belichick because I mean, six-time champion. I mean, how could you not be right? If you're Arthur Blank, you're 82 years old. I mean, he's trying to win now. I mean, we're not trying to get another like first year coach. He has never drafted a coach who had NFL experience his whole time as being the owner. He's been the owner of the Falcons for 22 years. So
Mhm.
he's finally realizing, hey, let me get a guy in here who has championship pedigree, who knows how to win. Then you look at Harbaugh, just won a national title, took the 49ers to the NFC Championship game twice, once to the Super Bowl. Um, Got to get a guy in here that knows how to win. Um,
Well, you got a lot of talent on your team. I just
Man, I
feel
can
like
say the
you're not
same for you guys.
everyone. I mean, you and I, like, I've never been an offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. I've never been a GM, but it's like I don't know what they're doing there with the talent. Like, give the ball to Bijan and get out of the way. Like,
Right? That's what the fans been saying. Like,
I
why did
know,
we
but like,
draft
this
this
is what
guy?
I don't understand. Remember years ago, McCarthy wouldn't play Aaron Jones,
Yes.
and it's like like hashtag free Aaron Jones. It's like
Yes.
I don't know what you guys are not seeing that we're seeing. Like, he's on the field and he goes and you're like, that guy should be playing. It's like Gibbs for Detroit. That kid's
Right.
dynamic. And it's
Right.
like, okay, we're not going to give him the ball. Like, no, they gave him the ball. Look what is happening. Like, thankfully they have two good running backs there. But like, I just think it's not rocket science.
No, I think, but that's what I think they make it into. Like, um,
What do you
coaches
do?
like Arthur Smith. Um, oh, everyone's expecting me to do this. I'm going to show them. I'm going to do the opposite of what they think I'm going to do, and I'm going to show
That,
them how brilliant I am. You know?
yeah, yeah, that's exactly what the Seahawks did against the Patriots.
Yes. Give
It's
the
like,
ball to Marshawn.
yeah, why would you do that? He's only one. He's the top three best running backs in the league. It's only third and two. It's third and goal. No, sorry, third and goal. Let's throw it because no one's expecting it.
And let's not throw a fade that only our receiver can catch. Let's throw a slant.
There's so many weird things about that play specifically because some people said that they're thinking that they don't want Marshawn to get the glory, but they wanted Russell Wilson to get it. And it's like, I don't think you're thinking that. I think that's when the media and people are overthinking that part.
Mhm.
I think they were honestly like just saying they didn't see this coming. We're gonna get that, and then the Patriots player, was it Branch? He just made a great read, made a great play, and was over. Like,
Right.
but like this, the controversy, like, oh yeah, they were trying to get Russell Wilson to be the face of the NFL and blah blah blah. And I'm like, I just think they were playing football.
No, for sure. Like coaches make, they make bad decisions all the time.
Mhm.
Um, can we talk about yesterday?
Sure.
At what point did you feel like we got this game? At what point did you say, "Oh, we're in trouble"?
So when I thought we were going to win, when we were up by 7, and was it we got the ball back on downs, and I'm like, we're going to
Mhm.
march down, we're going to score, we're going to go up by 14, and then this game's over.
Mhm.
I thought even if we kick a field goal here, but we kept. So I mean, give credit to the 49ers, right? Their defense is legit and good, and so
Yeah.
I'm not taking any credit away from them. But the part where I'm like, I'm pretty sure we're going to lose now is when Carlson missed the field goal. Now, I know a lot of people want to talk about the Savage
Oh
missed
my
interception,
god!
right?
Touchdown,
For who?
Buccaneers.
Oh, I left the game to come on this, so I should bring it
Tied
up.
up. It's tied up,
Awesome,
bro.
good game.
Jeez.
So
No,
I,
the
I
missed
felt
field goal
like
was huge.
so. Here's the thing about Carlson. Like I've never watched a season so stressed out in my life. And like I'm always tense when I'm watching the Packers play because I don't know what's gonna happen. Like it can be like beautiful and then terrible and that whole thing. And when we went the 5 games, that was really bad. But what part of that stress and that tension, and I know people are gonna laugh, like non-sports fans are like, "What's you're weird, right?" But especially some sports fans, like you're just way too into it. But
Yeah.
every time Carlson kicked an extra point, I was stressed out. He missed 6 of them,
I didn't
right?
realize that dude was that like
Right?
struggling that bad.
Okay, so here's the other stat. Out of 40 to 49 yard field goals, He's hit 4 out of 9.
Huh.
And in my opinion, and I'm all being faithful and developing people, don't get me wrong, but that's just not good enough at the highest level. Now, he's a
Yeah.
rookie. So I'm 1 year. Mason Crosby had a really bad year, and fans were calling for him to be let go. They stuck with him, and he turned into like unbelievable. He's probably been the best kicker in Packers franchise history.
Right.
So I'm not sure. Like right now, a day after, I'm still mad, and I think we should just let him go. Maybe that's the wrong thing, but apparently he can kick like 60-yard field goals, but his accuracy wasn't good in college. So I'm like, what? Why? Why did you do that? Like, why did you pick up
Uh,
that guy? Now, apparently, the kid from Alabama is unbelievable. And I'm just thinking in my head, like, maybe we should just go get that guy because at the end of the day, it would have been a tie game,
yeah. I
right?
was thinking the same thing.
I don't know, like, what the kid from Alabama, what would you honestly have to do? Like, you're not picking that. You're not like the Raiders and picking a kicker in the first round, right? But like, could you get him? Like, even if you took him in the third round, let's just say like you're reaching here or the fourth round. I'm really happy with that.
Yeah.
Like, and maybe he's not going to be any better than Carlson. I don't know. All I know is you need an accurate kicker, and I
Uh,
understand he just missed that one, but it's the big game. It's the biggest game of your life,
Huge game. Huge
and I
game.
feel bad for him too because he missed it, and I mean that's his job, and he understands. But that really just was like I just felt like the hope kind of just oozed out of my body at that moment. And then love getting that opportunity at the end. I'm like, I feel like I've seen this script before
Mm,
and it hasn't gone well.
mm.
And we are marching down and I'm like, I really liked kind of what we were doing, how we were cooking. And then all of a sudden, when he threw the pick, I'm like, it felt like that 5 games where we lost. And it also felt like, boy, this is that inexperience. The guy wasn't even open, bro. And you're
Yep.
throwing on the run across your body. And it, that's what happens. Throw the ball out of bounds. Now, I know when you're in the moment, it's different, but like again, not an offensive coordinator, never had a job in the NFL. I've never had a job in college. Okay. So I'm just like, I'm just a fan. I'm not claiming to be an expert. But like if you and I no, the guy's not open and you've got extra downs, you throw it out of bounds. Why doesn't
Absolutely.
he know how to do that? And I love Jordan Love, don't get me wrong. But like I don't understand some of the play calls that some of these players make. Is it because they just like believe that they can pull off the magical? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm really frustrated with those decisions.
Yeah.
And I think you've had good coaching. You that's on you. You know what I mean? That's on you,
Yeah.
Jordan. And what the good news about it is, and I don't know about Carlson, but I think with Jordan Love, this is an opportunity, and I'm thinking of making a video on this. Is lessons learned.
Hmm.
Love's lessons learned. That's going to be my video, and just take like some moments from this last year and go. I need to learn from that. Now it felt like he learned from that in those first 5 games, right? And
Yep.
not the first five, the 5 games where he lost. It felt like he's learned his lessons, and then we got into the playoffs, and it's like, oh, we got to learn that lesson too because it's in the playoffs.
For
That's a
sure.
long answer. That's where I'm at.
Nah, man. I totally agree. Uh, the one thing I will say is like you guys dominated the first half. Like it wasn't to me, it wasn't even close. I was like, the
Right,
Packers are dominating, but the 49ers are winning 7-6. I was
right,
like, I was like, how is this even possible? You guys had the ball so long. The 49ers, I mean, Purdy was looking off. He was looking inaccurate. There were a couple of interceptions that were dropped
totally.
from the Packers defense. And I'm like, they only have 6 points, which I thought was a problem.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, we also went for it on that fourth down,
Tush push.
and the
I thought
push
that was a
wasn't
bad call.
successful.
I thought that was a
And
bad
I
call.
understand, like, you're right there. You should be able to get that, right? Like, you should. Doesn't matter who you are. You should be able to get it. But then
Right.
I'm looking at it, I'm going, it made sense, but why? I just think, like, just give the ball to Aaron Jones.
Exactly. Exactly. I
And,
thought the
like, what
tush
if you
push was
did
a
the thing
horrible call.
where you fake the push and then flipped it out, like tossed
Yes.
it? Oh boy, that
Yes.
would have been cool. Like, I don't know. I know everything is hindsight 2020, brother. It's
I was,
totally 2020 because really, like, you get the first down, we don't talk about it again. We never talk about that play again.
yeah. I was thinking they were gonna either kind of do the sweep or toss from that formation. Since everybody loads up in the middle, I've really never seen that fail when you go outside. Um, but it was a tush push from like a yard, and it could be argued that that was a bad spot anyway.
Oh, 100%.
And I was like, what is the referee looking at? Like that was
And
a
can't
horrible
why
spot.
can't they go up top and say, no, the ball needs to be here?
I agree.
You know what I
I
mean?
agree. They
And
should be
it's
able
like,
to
no, no,
review that really quick. Yeah.
yeah, like this is a big game. And not that we don't, you're right. The really quick thing is the important part, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is, they did review it because it was a turnover and downs, so it automatically gets reviewed, and they still didn't overturn it, which I don't get. I was like,
No, but oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because I was thinking the third down. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
oh, Gibbs touchdown, man.
What?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
hey, this is high scoring now.
My iPad is upstairs, so oh wow.
Oh
I'm
my
hoping the
gosh.
Lions win this game. Isn't that weird? As a NFC North person, I'm hoping the Lions win it. But I don't want them to win the Super Bowl. I think my Super Bowl prediction was San Fran. I don't know who you had, but I have San Fran. Even though they lost to the Ravens, um, badly. I think it was them. Didn't they lose to the Ravens?
Yes, they got
Yeah,
demolished on
yeah.
Christmas. Was that Christmas?
Because I still think that the Ravens, as good as they are, don't get me wrong, I think they're really good. They still had to win some big games, right?
Yep.
Like even yesterday, I was like, oh man, I think the Texans might be able to give them a run for their money. All of a sudden, no, I was wrong. But like you got the Bills or the Chiefs next. I don't really care. Like you still have to win one of those games and then make the Super Bowl before I'm gonna be like, okay. Like if it's Ravens San Francisco, I can see the Ravens winning the Super Bowl, right?
Right.
But in saying that, I also believe in Shanahan. I think that guy's a stud. Kyle Shanahan he's going to learn from that game, and they're not going to do that again. You know what I mean? But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Baltimore's just that stacked this year. Nobody's stopping them. They're just rolling over everyone.
I think it's tough, man. I think the Ravens are
They're real,
just stacked. Every other year, I picked the Ravens to lose their first game in the playoffs. Every other
right?
year,
Yeah.
I picked them to lose that year that they were the number one seed when Lamar was the MVP the first time. I said no, they're not going to do it in playoffs. He was not a good enough passer to be a good playoff quarterback, but he's definitely grown. They have better receivers now. That offense is it's not impossible to stop, but I mean, you got to worry about the running back. You got to worry about Lamar running. Then you got to worry about, I mean, if they get Andrews back, even if they don't, this kid likely is just a lightning rod when he gets the ball. Then they have Zay Flowers, Odell Beckham, Bateman. And then you got to worry about Lamar running if it's a pass play too. So, I mean, it's just so much for a defense to account for. And
It's
that
true.
defense is solid. That defense is solid. So they're going to make you work for everything that you get. If Lamar and company get that lead on you, it puts so much stress on your offense because they're not giving up big plays. You got to matriculate down the field, and you're more likely to make mistakes. And that's what you saw against San Francisco that first game. They were getting down the field, but then one mistake. It was all it was. One mistake. Purdy had 4 interceptions. One mistake each drive. Interception.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's going to be a blowout like it was, if they end up meeting again, but I still think Baltimore wins that game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
I just going with San Fran because I that was my Super Bowl pick. So I'm gonna stick with them, and until that changes, I'm going there. But I think the Lions look great. They're gonna be tough. I mean, if the Lions go to the Super Bowl, that's gonna be wild, eh?
if the Lions go to the Super Bowl, I know a guy who's going to be ecstatic. Guy from my old church up in Sacramento. He's at this Lions game right now. He flew all
Oh,
the way
nice.
out to California. Yeah. He's in
Speaking
the
of
snow.
which, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So sorry, I was gonna mention this before. I do apologize for interrupting you, but
Very good.
if I was in Atlanta, if I lived in Atlanta, I'd be buying season tickets right now. If Bill Belichick's coming, I'm buying
Um,
season tickets now. You guys aren't going to be 7-10, right? So, like, I know that you don't live there, but like, I was thinking about you because I'm like, man, oh no, right, he doesn't live in Atlanta. So this guy who's flying out to Detroit, I mean, it's been a while, right? It's been it's been a long while for them. For you guys, I mean,
long time.
it's that sting of the Super Bowl that hurts. But at the same time, you were there. You were there.
Yes. Yes. We were
You
we
know?
were right there on the doorstep. I mean, they were literally like our hands were right here.
And again, like just like us, but way more important. If you just kicked the field goal, you would have won a Super Bowl.
Thank you. I've said that for years after that. Why did we had Matt Bryant, who was good from about 55 and in. We could have just kicked the freaking field goal
Yeah, dude.
and went up 11 and it would have been over.
I understand that it's very hard to be a head coach, an offensive coordinator, defense coordinator, but that one was shocking to me.
That's why I'll
It just
never
seemed
I'll
like a no
never
brainer.
yeah, I'll never forgive Dan Quinn. I'm sorry, Lord. Um
Well, I mean, you're not like we're just
as
talking
a
sports
coach.
here, right?
As
It's
a
not like
coach.
anything.
Yeah, yeah, not as a man, but as a coach. He's just incompetent as a coach. He was not a good head coach. He didn't know how to manage game situations. He didn't know how to manage the flow of the game, make adjustments when other teams had the momentum. He didn't know how to do any of that stuff.
Weird.
He was just a front runner. We get the lead, we can roll. But if we get, if we get the lead, then they come back, then we're done because he doesn't know how to make adjustments. And we saw that the whole Dan Quinn era. I mean, we had some like laughing stock moments, laughing stock of the NFL moments. We didn't even like pick up a onside kick one time. We just let the ball keep rolling past 10 yards to the other team comes and picks up the ball. They're like, what is Dan Quinn teaching over there? What is he teaching?
What's he doing?
So,
How
I
does he have a
mean,
job? Right? He had to do everything really well until that point.
and then
It's
look what
like
happened.
he went rogue.
Yeah. And look what happened just recently. You guys hung almost 50 points on the guy. And I haven't heard about him getting fired. Apparently he was interviewing for jobs that may have prevented him from getting another head coaching job. Uh there's some rumors I'm hearing because I'm hearing like Seattle may have wanted him back, but I'm hearing that's kind of a done deal now. That someone else, possibly like Mike Vrabel or someone, might step in there and get that job. So
Well, that'd be awesome for Seattle. Hey,
yeah,
here's the other thing. Want to throw a monkey wrench in the plans? Because I apparently this is the only way the Bears are relevant. um, what if, what if they trade Justin Fields? Okay, which I'm at this stage. I'm in the Caleb Williams camp.
yeah.
But if Seattle traded a first or second rounder for Justin Fields, like, wouldn't you be happy if you were a Seahawks fan?
I would. I mean, Gino he's at his cap right now. I mean, he's playing
Yeah,
as
I
good as
mean,
he can play.
yeah, last year was unbelievable. This year, not so
Yeah,
much, but I think
yeah,
also had some injury stuff he was working through too. But like my friends who are Seahawks fans were like, they're done. It's funny because they're like, they were so done with Russell Wilson at the end. And they're like, we got to trade him, and it doesn't matter. You trade him, you get all these incredible draft capital, and then it's like now it's like, okay, we're done with Gino. It's like,
they
and
got
here's
like.
Green Bay, 30 years of quarterbacks, and then drafts another one, all the controversy, and then it's like, well, maybe this guy's good.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
three. I mean, two Hall of Famers. You got Jordan Love, who I mean, I don't know what he's going to shape up to be, but he's looking like he's gotten off to a good start. You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy.
Okay, but
Um,
here's the thing about that. Let me just dive into that for one moment. I would be very happy if Jordan Love just became a Pro Bowl quarterback. Okay, doesn't even make the Hall of Fame, but in his first year, and that's all we can assess right now, right? Like people are like,
yeah,
oh, it's all about longevity. Okay, yeah, yeah, but he's only played 1 year. He was better. He was better than Rodgers and Favre in their first years.
yeah,
We made the playoffs. We won a playoff game. We beat the number 2 seed. We almost beat the number 1 seed. Like that's his first year. So the window, the ceiling, and I'm not saying my expectations should be, but it could be. We can actually have this conversation and not like I know the non-Packers fans that especially the NFC North, like you are
yeah,
absolutely insane to even be saying this, but the facts are the facts, not just like my feelings, not my biased Packer take. He's better so
yeah,
far than
yeah.
Favre and Rodgers, and if he keeps progressing, then we're like, oh, the league's on notice, bro.
No, I hear you. I totally hear you.
But what about um, Justin Fields to Atlanta?
There's been a lot of talks about that. He's from Atlanta,
Do
so
you
he'd
like
be
that
coming
idea?
home. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. I am, to be honest. I think it definitely depends on who we bring in here as coach before we
Mm-hmm.
make that decision. Um, I would think if we get Harbaugh, it may be a better option to get Fields than if we get Belichick. My reasoning
Why?
because I think Harbaugh has shown the ability to build up players in his career as coach. I mean, he won a national championship with JJ McCarthy. Not saying that JJ McCarthy is a bad quarterback by any means, but he's not a he doesn't have all the physical tools that you would, think of as a great quarterback. Um, Colin Kaepernick, he was a guy that everybody looked over. Harbaugh tailors the offense for the strengths of his quarterback. So I think that's where um, Fields could succeed with Harbaugh because he's going to tailor to his strengths. He's going to make him look so much better than a Bill Belichick who already has his system and then expects you to be able to run his system. Um,
Yeah, good point. I just believe in Justin Fields, man. I don't know. I know there's a negative narrative around him, but like when that draft happened, I was clamoring
No, I
that
know there's a
Justin
negative,
Fields should have been number 2 pick.
but like
Okay.
when that draft happened, I was yeah, no, I agree,
And
and
so
we
I
passed
think
on
you and
him.
I talked about that actually on a podcast or something. I think
Yeah,
like I was
yeah,
saying that I wouldn't have picked Zach Wilson. I would have picked Justin Fields.
yes,
And everyone's and then Trey Lance was there. He went above, and I'm like, this is craziness. Like, and then here's the thing. This is why I think that the Bears did not surround him with talent. So the
right,
first 3 years, is it 3 years, 2 years? It was just like he struggled so bad, right? And and then this year they actually surrounded him with some talent, not as good as I thought, but I felt like 3 wins to 7 win. I think that's good progress. he missed 4.5 games this year due to an injury. Like the
Yes.
Bears could have made the playoffs
No,
if
I
they
think
won
so too.
2 more of those games, right?
Yep.
But what
DJ
happened?
Moore.
Oh, go ahead.
Adding DJ Moore, huge. I mean,
Huge,
that's a huge weapon that he got. I mean, he comes from Carolina. He came from Carolina. He used to kill us. I mean, he killed us again this year, like with the Bears. We played the
right?
Bears, and we were thinking. I mean, Atlanta. Some Atlanta fans, God bless them. Some of them think we're better than we are, and they were like, "Oh, the Bears. That's going to be an easy win." I'm like, "Are you sure? Like, have you seen our team though? Like, have you seen our team?"
You think their quarterback's bad? Let me see ours.
Man, and what happens? The Bears whooped our butts, man. They whooped our butts. Like it wasn't
Right.
even close. So yeah.
So is that why there's lots of clamoring for Justin Fields? Because you've seen him firsthand and go, this guy'd be good.
No, yeah, he destroyed us that game we played against them this season. So I mean he did it with
So
his
was it a
legs.
four touchdown one?
Uh
I'm gonna look it
it
up.
might
I'll
have
look it up.
been. Yeah, I think it was like a it was like 30 something to something to teens, I believe. Yeah, it was a nice little butt whooping they gave us.
Oh, was that the end of the season? 37-17. Oh, gee.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
It was just recently. How did I forget that? I've got issues,
Man, this
bro.
dude Gibbs is one of the fastest guys in the NFL. He got to be.
Right?
But Fields, I could definitely see a scenario. What? Well, and then this is another thing. Like, what are we willing to give up to get him? Right? What will it take to get him? I think that's ultimately going to determine if we try to, get him. Some people are saying a second rounder and a third rounder, a second and a fourth. Some people were saying that, before the season was over, oh, he's improved so much. They're going to ask for a first. And I'm like, I don't know about giving up first round picks for him now. I think that's a little much. But second
Yeah.
rounder, I mean, I'd be willing to give up a second rounder for Justin Fields for sure.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Who's
First
going to get
round, I'm
better in the
not sure.
second round than Justin Fields? Like,
Yeah, I'm not giving up number 8 pick though for Justin Fields. I'm not giving
no,
up
no,
number
no.
8 pick. Yeah.
I think the Bears are going to hold out and try to, and then they're going to get to the bottom. The other option is this: the Bears trade their pick and don't get Caleb Williams, but still draft a quarterback.
That's the
If they move
scenario.
down like 3 or 4 spots, you're still
Yeah.
getting a stud quarterback. And I don't know, like, is it really Caleb Williams and everyone else? Like, you know
So
what I mean?
there's
Like,
there's
so
Caleb Williams,
Penix,
May,
yeah,
and
May.
then Daniels, and then probably Penix after that, depending on who you ask.
Hmm.
So
I know,
I
but like,
know.
I guess that's the part. Like the Bears traded up to get Trubisky, right? And everyone says you should have got Mahomes. Mahomes wasn't on the radar. It was Watson,
No, he
right?
wasn't. Yeah. And a lot of people thought Andy Reid was a little bit crazy for trading up for Holmes because they were at like towards the end of that draft, and they traded all the way up to like the early teens to get Mahomes.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. I mean, good
Yeah.
for them. 50 touchdowns in his rookie year, I think.
Talk about a
Hey,
guy that can identify talent.
yeah, okay, so yeah. Well, and Alex Smith was really good,
Yes.
right? At the
He
time
had a
when they
great
picked him,
season.
they let him
Yes.
sit for a year. But how did you let him sit for a year when you're watching this kid in practice? But anyways, um, tonight, or actually not tonight, it's going to be in a couple minutes. Bills, Chiefs. What are you thinking, bro?
So I did my prediction this morning. I did my video.
Okay, I'm excited to hear this.
Um,
What do you mean? You've already done it. Now you're still like stressing about it.
I
You've
say
already
on
made
the
it public.
road. Okay, okay. So there's two layers to this.
Okay, I'm listening.
Something is wrong with Travis Kelsey's relationship with Taylor Swift. He has not
Somebody's
been the
got to
same
say it.
man. He has not been the same man since
Give him a
Taylor got a hold
microphone.
of him. He has not been the same man. I don't know what she's doing to him, but he's dropping passes. He has bad body language. He barely gets in the end zone. The Chiefs have looked like a different team since the Swifties have been on board. So, because of that reason alone, I know Isaiah Pacheco has stepped it up. I know Rasheed Rice has stepped it up, but I got to take the Bills because this does not look like the same team with that version of Travis Kelsey. So I picked the Bills.
Listen, bro, we're talking the same thing. Okay, here I've got a huge dilemma. Okay, I've got this guy in my DMs, not DMs, sorry, in my comments, who is Chiefs like he doesn't understand that his cap lock is on. Okay, he's probably left 6 or 7 or 8 messages, and on mine and people who've commented in my videos, my divisional prediction videos. By the way, if the Lions win today, I'm 3-0 this weekend already,
Oh,
and I'm going
nice.
to be
Yeah.
4-0. I'm 4-0
Yeah. Yeah.
if
They're
the
going to win.
Bills win. I'm 4-0, bro.
Yeah.
So, okay, here's the thing. I understand that the Chiefs have made, is it the AFC Championship game 4 years in a row? Okay. So
Yes.
we
Yes.
need to give them some cred. Okay. And I mean, that's facts, not just, I like them. Mahomes, there's something special about the Kansas City Chiefs, but I just feel like it's Buffalo's time at home.
True.
You can't lose this game. And
Yeah.
and I know that everyone's like, oh, all the pressure's on Buffalo. No, I don't think so here. I think the Kansas City Chiefs don't want to like they hate losing too. So
Right.
my personal opinion is it's Buffalo's time. That run that Josh Allen had last week was dynamic. Was it
Yeah.
52 yards?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Like I
just
said.
believe in it. I mean, they went through so people. I wasn't someone else. I was talking about who do you think could win the AFC? And I said Buffalo. And they're like, Buffalo's not going to make the playoffs. And I'm like, I'm telling you, if they make it in, they're going to be dangerous. Well, they didn't just make it in; they were the number 2 seed.
Right.
And
Who
I'm like
said
sitting there
Buffalo
going,
wasn't going to make the playoffs?
yeah, remember they had struggled. Remember they were so
Oh,
far back
they
that it
were.
was like
Yeah.
really hard. And that's when I made that call. I'm like, someone asked me, who do you think could win the who do you think could win the AFC? And I'm like, Buffalo. And they're like, no. And I'm like, yes. They're like,
Uh,
they literally said they're not going to make the playoffs. Like, it's so. I understand what I'm saying right now. I'm just telling you, if they put it together, like someone said, the reason why Buffalo's going to lose today because they've lost Gabe Davis to this game.
no, yeah,
You know how
I
many
noted that,
games?
but
Yeah,
uh,
Gabe Davis. You know how many games as a fantasy football person? If you had Gabe Davis as our, you know how many times he had zero this year? At least twice. Let's just pretend like you got him in fantasy football and he
uh,
got a zero for you. But he still
uh,
won those games.
he is big game. He is big game. Gabe though. I mean, that playoff game last year. What do you have? Like 3 touchdown catches, um, like in a row. That was one of the games of all times. I mean, the Bills were so close to winning that game, and that's part of the reason why I'm picking them. I feel like they get closer and closer every year. They be getting closer and closer. Kansas City just been fighting them off, and last year went to overtime. They just barely were able to beat them at home, but now you have the Bills at home. They have the home field advantage. Bills Mafia. I know they're gonna be going crazy. And like I said, Kansas City just does not look the same. Now you got the Bills. They have two tight ends that can run like receivers. Kincaid and Knox. You
Right?
know what Dig? You know what Diggs is gonna do if he gets the ball. I mean, and then you got to account, like you said, for Josh Allen's legs. He's gonna make those broken plays. He's gonna find a way to make a play. Um, Kansas City defense has been pretty solid, but I just think it's gonna be too much, man. It's gonna be too much. Now, if they get the real Travis Kelsey, then they have a shot. But not this Travis Kelsey that I've been seeing the last half of the season. Not that guy. They need the real Travis Kelsey to show up today.
You know what's funny is I coach basketball, as you know,
Yeah.
and I always tell the kids, don't get in a dating relationship. And they're like, why? And I'm like, because your skills will go down in half. And they're like, no. And then they get a girlfriend and their skills go down in half because they're all concerned about this relationship. They're not coming to the gym anymore. They're
Yep.
too conflicted, right? And I'm like, you got your whole life to date and to be, get
Yeah.
married and the whole thing. Like, just enjoy being on a basketball team. Just enjoy your last couple of years of school, whatever. And I understand, kissing's way better than like sweating in practice. I understand, but but at the end of the day, I always bug those kids, and their skills would suck. But when I watch Kelsey, I'm like, he's dating,
He's not
this
right.
girl.
He's not right.
He's
He's not
trying to
right.
do Beckham. Did you watch the Beckham thing on Netflix?
I did. I did.
And he
Yeah,
got
with
better.
the Spice Girl. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he got better. Like he was head over heels, and he was like it didn't matter. You had a game that he flew to see her, drove 4 hours to go see her
Yes.
for even a half an hour, 20 minutes, an hour. Like that. That's the exception to the rule. Kelsey just seems like, but it is pretty cool to see Taylor saying things like, "I never knew football was this fun." Good
Yeah.
for her that she said that.
No, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's nothing personal against Taylor. I mean, I don't. Yeah, but he clearly lost some of the mojo or some of the swag. The hands. Really, the hands. I mean, the hands haven't been the same. I don't. Uh,
Yeah.
that's sad. Sad to say. Because Kelsey is definitely been one of my favorite
Oh,
players in the NFL, man.
totally. So I've got a dilemma now. I want to ask you two questions because this has to be. I'm going to leave in about 10 minutes here, but
All right.
I'm going to watch the game, and here's the thing. Like when you pick a team to win, does that mean that you're cheering for them as well, or you're saying like you're the guy? Like, are you cheering for Buffalo or are you cheering for Kansas City today?
No, no. I don't have a dog in the fight, so I'll just watch the game neutrally.
Okay.
Whoever wins
So
wins. Yeah.
for me, I feel like I'm cheering for Buffalo today, but I'm going to a friend's house that's a die hard Kansas City Chiefs fan, okay? And then my wife likes Kansas City now because of Taylor Swift, okay? So and I've got two friends that live in the Kansas City area, Missouri area,
Yeah.
and one of them bought me. I'll show it to you. Bought me a Chiefs hat.
Oh my
I don't have
goodness.
any Bill stuff. Like I have nothing, right? So I'm like, okay, like inside, I want to cheer for the Bills, but I'm going to my friend's house, and like, it's gonna be bad if I do that. So I think I'm just gonna like incognito. I'm gonna wear the Chief
Wear the
stuff,
hat.
okay?
Yeah, wear the hat.
But on the inside, I'm cheering for Buffalo. I'm gonna show it to you.
You're gonna be an undercover agent. Watching the game.
I got it, man.
Okay. Okay.
So the guy bought for me. He said, "I'm like, oh, I like the Chiefs. They're cool." And he's like, "I'm like, this is the if I was gonna get Chiefs, I'd buy this." He literally bought it on lids and sent it to my house.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is what I'm gonna be wearing today.
Hey, I hope he's watching right now. If I was gonna buy a jersey, I would buy I
That Kelsey jersey. Okay, but I was going to surprise you with this. Watch this. Okay, I didn't think
Nobody
you
be
would be
John Robinson
happy
jersey.
if I did this. Okay, but this was what I was going to wear today
Is that
on
Barry?
this on your stream.
Is that Barry? Oh man. Woo. Barry.
My wife found this at a thrift store.
I have a friend who does that for a living.
Yeah. Well, my wife does that for a hobby.
That's
The
crazy.
jerseys I have,
That is
the
crazy.
jerseys I have. So, and I'm like, as a Packers fan, it's really hard to wear like a divisional players. Like, I can't wear a Vikings jersey, and I can't wear, you know what I mean? But like Barry Sanders, man, we're
Everybody
talking
love
like,
Barry, man. Everybody
bro,
love Barry.
bro, Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
Like, there's nobody like Barry Sanders, right?
Everybody love
Right.
Barry.
And then I mean, like my buddy is a huge Chargers fan. Tomlinson, stud,
Ladanian LT.
right? And then I mean, who doesn't like this guy as a football player, right?
I saw him this summer. AD.
Yeah,
I saw him at the Junior Olympics for track and field. He was I believe he was watching one of his kids run in the meet there at University of Oregon. Yeah, it's like that's Adrian Peterson right there.
exactly, man. He's good. And then this is what I should bring today.
Priest Holmes. Ha ha. Priest Holmes was a bad man.
Well,
Oh my.
I'll show you my favorite, one of my favorites, bro. You're gonna
Bro,
love this.
you got all type of Mike Vick. That's what I'm talking about.
How
I had my
cool is
big
this?
jersey on yesterday. Oh,
Love
I
Michael
love
Vick.
it. I love it.
So how come I like Michael Vick, but I don't love Lamar Jackson?
That's a good question because I love Lamar. I love Lamar, man. I'll be honest
But
with you
look
though.
at
I wasn't a big fan of his at first because I felt like he wasn't playing quarterback. He was just running. He was just running.
that's why you don't like Justin Fields.
Yeah. So I'm like, no, he has to learn how to sit in the pocket. He got to learn how to be more patient. But he's doing that this year. He's more patient. He only runs when he has to. Which is why I think they're just such a more dangerous team with him. But yeah, I love Lamar. Marvelous. He's marvelous, man. He's marvelous. Love Vic for sure. He's the whole reason why I became a Falcons fan.
Right.
2003, 2004. So 20-year anniversary for me. For being an Atlanta Falcon fan. Congratulations, 7-10 again. So Vic will always have a special place in my heart, though, for sure.
Mm-hmm. So all my McFarlane figurines and stuff. I mean, obviously my Packer stuff's best. I got Reggie White, I've got Brett Favre, I've got Aaron Rodgers, all that stuff, right? But I think this is my favorite one of all time. It's Clinton Portis jumping. Clinton Portis jumping over Ray Lewis.
To University of Miami. Wow.
Right? Now there used to be a thing where like he gets he's on a pole and I don't know if he's going over him or not. I can't remember, but I lost that. So I just put it like this and it looks like he's getting tackled.
That looks better. That looks so much better.
Yeah.
He's just jumping over him. Oh
yeah.
my
It's
goodness.
like Ray Lewis taking it. And we know Ray Lewis was a machine, right? So
that guy's phenomenal, man. Yeah, I've been working on some bobbleheads, but I don't have NFL. Do they make NFL bobbleheads?
They have to.
Because I feel like it's much more advertised in NBA, like NBA bobbleheads
and Major League Baseball too.
Right. So I've been trying to collect some Warriors bobbleheads, but I got to get some Falcons. Yeah, I got to get some Falcon. I got to do some research. See what type of we don't have too many personalities right now though. The guys we have, like obviously Vic, than one of my favorite teams of all times. I mean, Matt Ryan, Roddy White, Julio Jones, Tony Gonzalez. I mean, we did not win a Super Bowl with these guys. I don't know how.
Mhm.
Michael Turner. I mean, just it's depressing when you think about it, man. We should we should have won a Super Bowl with these guys. But we were going up against Harbaugh when he was with the 49ers. So
That was a good team.
good team, man. Patrick Willis, Navarro
Oh, man.
Bowman.
That was awesome. Speaking of which, I had a Patrick Willis 49ers jersey about my wife found at the thrift store, and I sold it. She bought it for, what is it, 20 something bucks. Okay. I sold it for 60.
Nice return.
Dude, I used to buy jerseys from like China and stuff, like just those back in the day.
Yeah.
I've had them for a decade. I sold them for triple what I bought them for because
I was,
inflation went up, right? So I haven't done that now. I just buy the real deal stuff now. I don't.
yeah.
I don't like going. I don't like going China. Like for example, I'll show you this before I go. Um, so this is the real deal. Okay,
Brett Favre.
carve and look at look at this. Okay, but you notice
Lambeau
how like
Field.
the number, yeah, Lambeau Field. Okay, but this is the one I got this from China, and
Is
I
that a
like the
Corey
Dylan
Dillon?
one, right? But
Or
the
or
numbers the
AJ Dillon?
numbers on the back are bigger than the numbers on the front, and I don't think that's real life, right?
No, I don't think so.
Actually, this one's bigger.
Is it? Is it?
Yeah. Oh no, maybe this is from China too. I don't know. Okay,
Uh,
this is from the pro shop in Tennessee.
is that
Okay.
AJ Brown? Oh yeah, AJ
Yeah.
Brown. Okay.
So they are bigger. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Bigger on the back.
Look at how nice this is, man. Look at
That's
this.
a beautiful
And
jersey.
then like I love the extra stars.
Yeah, the red stars. Yeah,
That's
I like
cool.
that. AJ Brown. Speaking of AJ Brown, man, this dude is he gonna be with the Eagles next year?
I don't know. I don't know.
He,
Oh, I gotta run, bro.
all right, brother.
My wife's my oh look, I want to show you my wife. Look what she's. Go
You getting the
Chiefs!
sign?
See, I told you.
Okay. The only red thing I own. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna say go Chiefs, but Yeah. All right, brother. Thanks for
Thanks for
coming
having me
through.
on today.
All right, man.
Have a
Peace.
blessed day, man.
All right, Rev. You too, man.
Peace.
Peace. All right, y'all. Rev Trav just came through. Blessed us real quick. I'm gonna probably get ready to get up out of here. The Lions are winning 31-23, and the Bucks are getting the ball back. They have a chance to tie the game with a minute and 59 left. So I think I'm gonna stay till the end of this game, man. A minute and 59 left. In this one, can the Bucks tie it up for a chance to make it to the NFC Championship game? I don't know if we have somebody in here. It says we have one person. Maybe that's just me. Gonna watch these games. Oh man, definitely think the Bills are I picked the Bills 21-17 over the Chiefs for the next game. So we'll see. I've been almost at 100%. 75% if the Lions win this game and the Bills win the next game. I did pick the Packers. Thought that the Packers would squeak that one out by 3. And it looked like it was going to happen for quite a while in that second half. But, you know how it is. Things don't always happen like it seemed they should. But Falcon fans, if you're watching this, on replay. What are we going to do? Tuesday, the Falcons are interviewing Jim Harbaugh for the second time. Will Arthur Blank pull the trigger and hire Jim Harbaugh? I hope so. I hope so. Oh, I hope so. I hope he hired Jim Harbaugh, man. That would make my whole day. I'm trying to plan a trip to Vegas. The Falcons are playing the Las Vegas Raiders next season, and I want to go. And hopefully, some of you guys want to go as well. Maybe I could meet some of you guys there. We could break bread, whatever, take pictures, um, go live, whatever the case may be, man. I want to go to that game. The dates aren't up yet, but whenever it's released, man, I want to be at that game. Las Vegas Raiders versus the Atlanta Falcons. It will be my first Falcons game live in attendance. So it's huge, man. That's gonna be huge for it, bro. It's gonna be huge for your boy. All right. So I'm trying to go to that Vegas versus Falcons game. And I'm hoping that coach. I said if Arthur Smith got fired, that I was going to a Falcons game this season. So we're gonna schedule it. Hope to see some of y'all there. All right, Buccaneers got 90 yards to go. One timeout, 1 minute and 50 seconds and counting. Buccaneers. It is 3:10 right now. Oh, interception. Game is over. The Detroit Lions are going to the NFC Championship game to face off against the 49ers. It's over, baby. The crowd is going crazy. The crowd is going crazy. Crowd's going crazy. Baker, you tried, man. Baker Mayfield, you tried, brother. Wow. Threw it right to him. I don't know how he didn't see him. He threw it right to him. Threw it right to him, man. Derek Barnes, linebacker, with a great interception. Dan Campbell. Head coach Dan Campbell. I'm a Ross St. Brown, got blue hair. I ain't see that. Got blue hair, man. My hair brown. It's a wrap. I'm happy for the Lions, man. I want to be. I want them to beat the 49ers, honestly. I think the Lions would be a great story. Um, ultimately, I think whoever goes and faces the Ravens will lose in the Super Bowl. I do think the Ravens will win next week. But I'd like to see the Lions beat the 49ers, man. That would be amazing for the Detroit Lion family. Lions win 31-23. The score is final. Let's see if we get some more fans in here since the game is over. Ooh, I remember that too, bro. It's a good game, Detroit. Good game, Detroit. Hey, Hutchison. Okay. Messages. All messages. Learn this moderation. Say anyone, message away. Block words.
San Francisco, 1-3 seed. They didn't play this year. First game, Dan Campbell was head coach of the Lions, week 1 in 2021. There to the Lions are now. The first interception of Gary Clark's career is one that they will show over and over in Detroit. Baker Mayfield has already left the Bucs, carried his team 3 touchdowns today. That kick again too much. Gary Cuss, first, second half, leading his team. Blitzes of Todd Bowles' team as he knocks off the Giants. Dan Campbell. His introductory press conference was 3 years ago today. And he said a lot of cuts have come from different places around the league, like C.J. Gardner-Johnson. They have come up against it's like Mike Evans, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Their business. He comes to the hometown heroes. Take his neighbors on for a ride. It takes them to the championship. Lions win by a Chevrolet postgame coming up in Detroit in just a moment. Somewhere on this island is $200. But here's the deal. You have to find it. Deal? But don't you laugh. Premier Script 36 CNP. The whole bunch out. 100% all white meat grilled or crispy chicken, lettuce, cheese, and sauces, and a pork tortilla for $3.29. And they're under 400 calories. So if your goal this year was to save money and eat healthy fish, we got you.
Lions. All right, man. KC versus the Bills coming up soon, man. When does that game start? That game starts at 4. I think that's Kansas City. Is that a start at 4 or start at 5? Good. Oh, 3:30. Starts in 13 minutes. All right, we'll get up off of here, man. Game about to start in 13 minutes. Thank you, Rap Chat, for coming through. Man, if you're watching this on delay, go ahead. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that subscribe, hit that like button, hit that notification bell so you can get these videos and catch these live streams as soon as I upload them. Peace, y'all. We out.
It's great.